Okay, it's Saturday. Had to go into work for a little bit this morning, but that didn't take too long. And I got some more parts in. So what I need to do today is I need to take this throttle body back off. I think that's the right seal. I need to install that. I need to take the power steering back off. I need to notch this bracket a little bit so I can access that port, and I need to bend this steam line up a little bit so I can run my steam line over and down to there. Might be nicer if it was bent this way so it could run underneath, but I don't think I can bend it that much without breaking it. So, and I need to put the valve cover, fix the valve cover, and install it on this side. And a host of other things. Hook the power steering lines up. I got the drive shaft back. Need to paint that so it don't get all crusty. We can install that. I still need to set the pinion angle in this thing. Still need to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna get going here. I got to go. Don't think we can prime it. It's not gonna be warm enough. It's not gonna be warm enough. And it's supposed to rain Sunday, so we'll have to kick the can again. That's what we're gonna have to do. Alright, I'm getting busy. Oh, another thing, I've been messing with that Caprice out there. I think we got a sticking injector on number 1. Bank 1 is running rich. I'm learning all kind of stuff about this stuff. The long-term fuel is pulling 22% out. You know, I didn't know nothing about this stuff last week, but I'm learning it. Man, I like it when parts I order fit. Ain't that nice? Alright, we got all that stuff back together. We had to do a little clearancing back here so I can get my PCV lined up. I think this one's going to go to the air intake between the throttle body and the air filter, which doesn't exist yet. That way filtered air goes in the engine. And then the new valve covers do not have a PCV valve, but that's okay. This engine right here, which came out of a, I think it was 05, yeah, 05 Suburban, don't have a PCV valve either. What it does have, as soon as I can find it, is an orifice. Reminds me of Rush Limbaugh, always talking about the oval orifice. So what I'm going to do is devise some way to have that orifice in the PCV valve line and call it a day. That's what I'm going to do with that. So let me repair my brand new valve cover right there and get that installed. Should probably open the door a little more before you are asphyxiated by the fumes. What are you painting anyway?
Drive shaft.
What are you going to do? What are you going to make it look like?
Barber pole.
A barber pole?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Well, since I got the camera out, I guess I'll show you what I'm doing. I've got to adapt this. This is a big old 1/2 inch vacuum line, and that's got to go to the booster. So I'm making this a little dual ollie. It's going to go in there, and then I put a bend on it, and then I'm going to cut it. And then, once I do that, I'm going to cut the threaded part of this off and braze it to the brake line about so there, or 3/8 line is what it is. Could be brake, could be fuel, can be vacuum. Can be whatever you want it to be. It's kind of a woke line. Alright, I'm going too far. I'm going to braze this on there so that I can adapt from 3/8 to 1/2 inch. And it'll look pretty good, I think. This fits so perfectly, I think all I need to do is Loctite it. I don't think I need to braze it. That's what I'm going to do. Are you close enough? You sure? She likes to get all up on me with a camera.
They like to see what it is you're doing.
Yeah, but they don't need to count my nose hairs or nothing like that. Alright, there it is. Now I'm going to bring it over here. Stick it in there. Stick that on there, and then look at that. Alright, since that was such a rip-roaring success, I think now I need to figure out my power steering lines. Which I got a pretty good idea how I'm going to do it. But I'll show you what I got in mind. Well, last weekend I spent all that effort and come up with a nut for this, and now I can't find it nowhere. I probably put it in a safe spot where I wouldn't lose it, and now I just can't remember where that is. Anyway, here's the return line all hooked up. I gotta plug that one, which is no big deal. And then I gotta find that nut so I can build the rest of it. I may move on because, you know, I'll tend to get frustrated. So, and I'm supposed to be having fun, right, babe?
That's right.
So I'll just move on to something else. Ain't like there ain't other stuff to do here.
Well, there's plenty.
Plenty. Look at that. I was about to give up, and I found it over here on my tidy workbench.
I was going to say, you might want to clean up your workbench.
That's what happened to my brother. He tried for years to have kids. He gave up and then had 5. Guess he figured out what he was doing wrong. That was a hard-won flare. This power steering line is pretty heavy duty. I had to put a little piece of pipe on it. Alright, now I got to bend that a little and get it in there. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, here's the next aggravating thing about these valve covers. Coil brackets don't fit. The studs are all in the wrong position. Now, I don't know if that's because some other generation uses a different bracket. Different from trucks, I don't know. But it's different. That's for sure. Well, I guess now it's time to whip out that Holly wiring harness and see how it lays. And see what wrong stuff I got. Alright, I dug the harness out. I'm going to start seeing about where it goes. How hard could it be? Huh? It's labeled, right? Well, I got started. Seems like the harness wants to go that way, but I don't want it to go that way. I want to go this way. Anyway, I'm just getting started, so I'll check in after a while. What are you doing?
Parts washer together.
Isn't it fun?
It's fantabulous.
Really?
I could think of better things to do, but...
But you get to spend time with me, darling.
Right.
Okay. Hear that rumble out there? I cranked up the Trans Am just to let her warm up. It's not good to let them sit a long time. Alright, I got the harness hooked to the transmission and kindly loosely looped up here. I guess it's time now. I'm going to have to get the instructions out. Probably go cut that car off. Make sure it ain't overheating or something stupid. And I need to switch out this parts washer. Parts washer. I don't think she's too happy over there. I keep hearing.
Don't show it. It looks horrible.
I think it looks pretty cool.
No, it looks horrible because the tape and everything peeled all the weight off.
It's okay. It's just a barber's pole. I mean, drive shaft.
I know, but it was fine until I took the tape off and the tape peeled the weight.
You know what a good trick for that tape is? Maybe I could have told you that. Is put it on your pants first and then put it on.
I know, but it's still peel the paint.
It's okay. It's okay. Turn them up. Turn them up. She's not having good luck with her barber's pole, so I think I better leave her alone. I was going to put the door on, but she's very aggravated, right, babe?
Yes, because it's not looking good.
Some days are like that. But one thing about me, I'm always working good, right?
Oh, always. Working good at aggravating me. Well, I'm already aggravated.
Alright, well, I got a whole bunch of wires on this motor. I've kind of seen where things go. Now, I guess I need to get I think I looked on the Caprice, the coil brackets are different on it, so I guess I got to get coil brackets like that, and probably longer coil wires because the valve covers are taller. I can put the door on, I can hang the exhaust, but I think I'm gonna go out while it's pretty nice out there. It's 55. I think I'm gonna go out and pull the injector. I think I got a bad injector in this Caprice. I think I got a bad number 1 injector. It's hanging open because it's got a lot of misfires on number 1. The fuel trim on this side is taking 23% fuel out. And it's got a rich code, bank 1, so I'm gonna pull that injector and see what happens. Shouldn't be too hard to do, right? I couldn't find my old tool, so I had to make a new one, but there, we give her some pressure. I don't think it's leaking. And it seems to be working all right. I don't know, maybe I'll go pull the number 3. Well, this is strange. But this injector don't work. Huh. Well, I got a new battery just to make sure. And I tested the other injector again, but that one, she doesn't function. But it's holding the pressure. So why is it running rich then? Don't make no sense to me. I just got a little tiny bit out of it there a second ago. But it won't work consistently. I suppose. I don't know. Let me think on it a minute. So I pulled 1, 3, 5, and 7 injectors. Everything but number 3 works. Number 3, no bueno. So explain to me how that's causing a rich condition. I don't get it. I went and pulled one out of the other Caprice out back, and I guess I'm going to put that in it. Guess that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll see about getting another one of these. As baffling as it may be, at least to me, it don't run no better. Still misfires. Bank cylinders 1, 3, 5, 7. It'll move around, but they're all misfiring. 2, 4, 6, and 8, no misfires. Somebody explain that to me. And to put an injector in when one wasn't working, it don't run no better. I just can't figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna go in the house. She cited she did not like the paint job, and she's very frustrated. She ain't giving up though. She's gonna have a dry shaft that looks like a barber's pole. So stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, let me ring the bell. Appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to give us a like if you like. Really appreciate it. This car is coming together. I got little obstacles here and there, but hey, what hot rod don't?